transportation of water, absorption of water, translocation of water. Now, let's discuss about the transportation of minerals. Transportation of minerals. You know, minerals are also important. You know, in addition to water, water plays important role in all living organisms, including plants. In addition to water, minerals are also important. Minerals are also important here. Mineral nutrients. Different types of mineral nutrients. Actually, in nature, more than 90 minerals are present. Actually, for example, in soil, more than 90 mineral nutrients are present. More than mineral nutrients are present in soil. Scientists found that approximately 60 mineral nutrients, 60 mineral nutrients in plant tissues or plant body. How many? 60 mineral nutrients. Okay, remember 60. Here, all these 60 mineral nutrients are all these 60 mineral nutrients present in plant body essential for plants for their growth and development? Are they essential for the plants? Means no. Though 60 mineral nutrients are present in plant body, of them only some are essential for the plant body or plant growth and development. Understanding? Only some of the 60 mineral nutrients are essential for the plant for growth and development. These types of mineral nutrients which are required, which are essential, which are needed by the living organism are here plants for growth and development. They are called essential nutrients. They are called essential nutrients. They are called essential mineral nutrients. Observe carefully. Usually, scientists found that actually 17 essential nutrients, 17 essential nutrients. How many? 17 essential nutrients. For example, nitrogen, oxygen, carbon, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium, like this very important one. Hydrogen. Okay, these are very important essential nutrients. Observe carefully. Nitrogen, NPK are very important. Okay, nitrogen, oxygen, carbon, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium, hydrogen, like this. And other some manganese, iron, molybdenum, boron, zinc, nickel, chloride, chlorine. These are important ones. Okay, observe carefully. Copper, like this. These are very important essential nutrients. Okay, observe carefully. Essential nutrients. Okay, sulfur is also important one. These are important essential nutrients. Scientists found these are as essential nutrients. Okay, observe one all. Next, Essential nutrients are two types. First one, macronutrients. Next one, micronutrients. Macronutrients and micronutrients. What are macronutrients? What are macronutrients? Essential nutrients which are required in large quantities by plants. Which are required in large quantities by plants. They are called macronutrients. They are called macronutrients. Usually macronutrients are 9. Macronutrients are 9. They are these 9. Next, micronutrients means essential nutrients which are required in small quantities. Which are required in small quantities. Listen carefully. Micronutrients which are required in small quantities, they are called micronutrients. They are usually 8. Okay, examples are these. Here total essential nutrients are 17. Okay, how many? 17. Recently, 17th one. 17th one. Nickel. Nickel was added to the essential nutrients list as 17th element or 17th nutrient. As 17th nutrient. Macronutrients means they are required in large quantity. Large quantity. Okay. Observe. Important two types of essential nutrients are. Each and every essential nutrient has its own role in development and growth. Each and every essential nutrient, has its own role, in growth and development. In growth and development. Understanding? Observe carefully. For example, nitrogen. When we take the nitrogen, it is involved in DNA synthesis, protein synthesis, RNA synthesis, and other different types. Nitrogen, very important essential element or essential nutrient. Actually, nitrogen is present in atmosphere. Nitrogen is present in atmosphere. This is present in atmosphere in the form of the N2. In the form of the N2, nitrogen molecule. In this nitrogen molecule, two nitrogen atoms are present here. How many? Two nitrogen atoms. Between the two nitrogen atoms, triple bond is present. Okay, here triple bond is present. To take the nitrogen, plants should break the triple bond present between the two nitrogen atoms. But plants cannot break the triple bond present between the two nitrogen atoms. That is why though 78% of nitrogen is present in atmosphere, plants cannot absorb the atmospheric nitrogen directly. To absorb the plants, atmospheric nitrogen should be converted into the other nitrogen compound, like nitrogen oxide or ammonia. Nitrogen oxide means nitrate, nitrite, like this. Ammonia. Okay, this type of converted nitrogen compounds can be absorbed by the plant. So, how can plants, or how can this atmospheric nitrogen can be converted into the, how can atmospheric nitrogen convert into the other form? How atmospheric nitrogen is converted into the other forms? How means? There are some ways. There is an important process, that is nitrogen fixation. What? Nitrogen fixation. Okay, first observe all. nitrogen fixation. What is nitrogen fixation? Already studied about the nitrogen fixation. Yes, process of conversion of atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogen oxide, like nitrite, nitrate, or ammonia, NH3. NH3 is called nitrogen fixation. Here usually process of conversion of atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogen oxide like nitrite, nitrate, or ammonia. This is called nitrogen fixation. To fix the nitrogen, atmospheric nitrogen into the nitrogen oxide, to fix the nitrogen in soil, an important enzyme is needed to living organism. That enzyme is nitrogenase enzyme. That is nitrogenase. That is nitrogenase enzyme. Actually, this enzyme is present in some microorganisms. Listen carefully. In some microorganisms, usually nitrogenase enzyme is present. Denitrogenase or nitrogenase. Okay, examples for this microorganism, best example is Rhizobium leguminosarum. What? Rhizobium leguminosarum. Yes. Next, Azotobacter. Nitrosomonas or Nitrobacter. Nitrosomonas or Bacillus rhodospirillum. Rhodospirillum. Next, Anabina, Nostoc, etc. These are some important microorganisms that contain the nitrogenase enzyme. That contain the nitrogenase enzyme. Understanding? Observe carefully. Here, Rhizobium leguminosarum. Already you studied about the Rhizobium leguminosarum in lower classes. Rhizobium leguminosarum is present in root nodules of the legume plant. Root nodules of the legume plant. Okay. Observe. Here, root nodules of legume plant. You know very well that legume plant means Legumaceae family member. Legumaceae or Fabaceae family member. Yes. It is a family in plant kingdom. According to Bentham and Hooker classification, according to Bentham and Hooker classification system or classification of plants, there are 202 families. There are 202 families in plant kingdom. In these 202 families, Legumaceae or Fabaceae is one. Understanding? Legumaceae or Fabaceae is one family. What are the characteristic features of this family? Actually, fruits are legumes. Fruits are legume fruits. Okay. Examples for this family are beans, pea plants, red ground, Bengal gram, horse gram, there are different types of plants. Pongamia pinnata, petro plants. Like this, there are number of examples. Soya bean. Next, how can we observe? How can we see the root nodules in legume plants? How can we? There is a small activity to observe the root nodules. To observe the root nodules. Here first, here first, you have to uproot the, legume plants or groundnut plants. Groundnut plants. How to uproot the groundnut plants and observe roots of the plant. Roots of that plant. Observe the roots of the plant. Next, listen carefully. When you observe the roots of that plant, You can observe, you can observe nodule-like structures. You can observe nodule-like structures on the root. Observe, nodule-like structures are present. These are called root nodule. What? Root nodule. Okay, observe once. Next, when we observe the root nodule, when we observe the root nodule, observe carefully. When we observe the root nodule, inside of this root nodule, one type of bacteria, rhizobium bacteria is present. Rhizobium bacteria are present here. What? Rhizobium bacteria. Okay. Observe carefully. Here, this is rhizobium. This bacteria have nitrogenase enzyme. This nitrogenase enzyme can convert the atmospheric nitrogen into the ammonia. Here, to to work the nitrogenase bacteria requires the anaerobic condition. What? Anaerobic conditions. Anaerobic conditions to convert the atmospheric nitrogen into ammonia. So, to create the anaerobic condition inside of the root nodule, one type of pink color pigment is present. One type of pink color pigment is present. Pink color pigment. This pigment is called leg hemoglobin. What? Leg hemoglobin. What is the function of the leg hemoglobin? It maintains the anaerobic condition inside of the root nodule. If there is no leg hemoglobin, here anaerobic condition may not occur, may not present in this root nodule. In result, rhizobium bacteria and nitrogenase enzyme, they become inactive. That is why pink color pigment, leg hemoglobin is very, very important here. Why? Means to maintain the anaerobic condition inside of the root nodule. Are you understanding? Observe carefully. Here, nitrogenase enzyme This is here nitrogenase enzyme. This is nitrogenase enzyme. Next, here atmospheric nitrogen. First, nitrogenase enzyme. Nitrogenase enzyme binds on the nitrogenase enzyme attracts the nitrogen molecule. Nitrogen molecule. Then nitrogen molecule is attached in active sites of the enzyme like this. Enzyme like this. Now, nitrogenase enzyme breaks the one bond present between the two nitrogen atoms. Whenever one bond is broken down, hydrogen atoms or hydrogens are bonded with the nitrogen atom. Next, nitrogenase enzyme. Next nitrogenase enzyme breaks the another bond present between the two nitrogen atoms. In result, another hydrogen is bonded with the nitrogen atom. Then nitrogenase enzyme breaks the another third bond present between the two nitrogen atoms. Now, another hydrogen is bonded with the nitrogen atom. Then now observe here three bonds have broken down. So next nitrogenase enzyme leaves the two nitrogen atoms. Now observe, this is the nitrogen, means nitrogenase enzyme is separated from the nitrogen atom. Now this is a nitrogen with three hydrogens, means ammonia. Here this is another nitrogen with three hydrogens, means another ammonia. from one molecule of the from one molecule of nitrogen to NH3 molecules are formed because of the nitrogenase enzyme present in root node. Present in Rhizobium bacteria located in the root node. Understanding? Observe carefully. Like this, nitrogenase enzyme convert the atmospheric nitrogen into the ammonia. Okay, this is important one. Here, conversion of the atmospheric nitrogen into the ammonia. Yes.